Hey there, it's Tom Corson-Knowles, and right now we're going to talk about doing market research for fiction books. And before we get started, I want to give you just a little caveat that, I am new to publishing fiction books. I've only been publishing fiction books for about 3 months now. So I have a lot more experience with nonfiction books, and that's really where my expertise and my mastery has come from. But I've found a lot of really cool ways to market fiction books as well, so don't worry, you get a lot of awesome information here in this course, and I've sold thousands of fiction books, so don't worry about that. But I want to right now talk about market research and give you some pointers and some ideas for how you can proceed to write a fiction book that's going to sell well. So again, the first thing you want to do, similar to with nonfiction books for market research, is just look at the genre or the field that you want to be in. Now, if you're a fiction writer, what I don't recommend is saying, hey, I want to write fiction books, and what I'm going to do is find the hottest fiction genre right now and then write books in that genre. And the reason I don't recommend that is because you're not going to be inspired by that, you're not going to be passionate about that, and you're probably not going to stick with that long enough to really be successful. In the videos later in this course, you'll see I talk a lot more about that, how you have to really own your genre, you have to own your niche, you have to be really passionate about this, really excited about what you're doing, and you have to stick with it long term to be really successful. And that's why I don't want you to, jump around from genre to genre chasing the hottest new thing. I want you to pick one genre that you're going to be really happy with writing in for the next 3, 5, 10 years or the rest of your life. And you're probably not going to write in the rest of your life to really be successful, in your genre. But I want you to just have that mindset that this is a long-term thing. This is not get rich quick. This is not, write whatever's hot and, get rich that way. This is about you building a real business and a real author platform around a certain genre that you love, that you're passionate about. So you probably already know what genre or niche that you're passionate about writing in. So I want you to go to that genre or niche that you feel drawn to. So if you don't know yet, then what I want you to do is come to this Amazon bestsellers list page and then look at all the fiction genres and just pick one. Just say, pick the one that really draws you, that you're most excited about, and we'll use that. So let's just say right now, we'll go to science fiction, okay? And once you're here in the science fiction or whatever category you're in, what I want you to do is look at the top 20 books in this genre, and maybe even the top 50 books, depending on how much time you have. And what I want you to do is look at the books and check them out. Read the first beginning of the books. It's a great way to do research into really good books, is look at the books that are selling well and then read the first 1 or 2 pages and see how that book hooks you. How does the author, right away draw you into the book? Other things you want to look at for market research is look at the pricing of these books, look at the book descriptions and see how they're selling the book, look at the back cover of the books and see what's on the back cover and what they're using to market the book. Look at the cover image, what kind of images are on these books, and then what I want you to do as well is look at the reviews and get some feedback from the reviewers about what they like and what they don't like. This is really key to doing market research, is understanding how the customers react to certain books. Now, you shouldn't just be, swayed by every review you read, but if you see lots of reviews that are mentioning the same things over and over again about what readers like and what readers don't like, then you can start creating a list of pros and cons in your genre and say, hey, look, readers really like these certain aspects of writing, so I'm going to focus on these in my book, and they really don't like these aspects of certain books, so I'm going to leave these elements out. And if you do that, I think you're going to have a book that readers are going to like even more. And it's just an awesome, simple, short way to get lots and lots of information about your market, about your genre, real fast. So one other thing I want to talk to you about with genres and picking genres and what genres are going to sell and why you shouldn't just focus on, vampire romance right now, because vampire romance is so hot. You shouldn't focus on that, because you can succeed in any genre, in any field, any kind of book. I promise you, you can sell lots and lots of books no matter what your book is about, if it's a well-written story and if you package and promote it correctly. And here's proof of that. This is one of John Locke's books right here. Box, he's got 20 plus books on Kindle, and he's sold millions and millions of books as a self-published author on Kindle, and he writes mostly westerns. And he got rejected by hundreds of publishers because westerns don't sell. Well, that's BS. Anything can sell, because today the market is international. You're not just selling to US customers, you're selling all over the world, and I guarantee you, no matter what kind of stories that you're interested in, there are millions of people out there somewhere in the world that are interested in similar stories, and they will buy your book if they hear about them and if you package and promote your books correctly. So that's what this course is about, is to teach you how to do that. So that's why I want you to choose the genre that you're passionate about, choose the subject that you're passionate about, choose the stories that you're passionate about. Because if you're passionate, you're going to write the best book. And if you write the best book you can write, then I'll teach you how to market and sell it in this course, and that's what I want you to do. Now, here are some other things to think about when it comes to writing fiction, is that every idea has already been done. So if you're thinking, I want to write a zombie romance novel, well look, there's 448 books on Kindle that show up when I type in zombie romance. And if you want something a little bit even more, esoteric, what about dragons in space? Well, there's 16 books on Kindle about dragons in space. So, whatever your idea is for your book, this, great idea you have for a book, sure, it's a wonderful idea. I'm sure it's a great idea, but it's probably been done before. They say all the time that, there's no new stories, it's just new ways of telling them. And I think that's really true. So don't think about, coming up with a totally unique book idea or whatever idea you have that you're passionate about writing, just write that. And if you market and promote it correctly, you'll do well. But what I want you to do, if you are writing a zombie romance book, then look at the best-selling zombie romance books and look at their covers, look at their titles, look at their reviews. Get as much information as you can about what readers like and what they don't like, and see if you can put some of those elements in your book to make it even better. So that's all I have for you from market research right now. If you have any questions about it, post your questions here next to this video, and I'll be sure to answer them as soon as I can, okay? Have a great day. Okay, now one more thing I want to point out about fiction books is that a lot of fiction authors, even the best-selling ones, don't understand Amazon categories. And I'm going to teach you about Amazon categories in the marketing component of this course, but you'll notice this book by John Locke is number 7,600 at the paid Kindle store, but it's not ranking in any categories. It's not on the bestsellers list. And the reason is because he didn't wisely choose the categories for his book in order to maximize sales. But you're going to learn that in this course, and this is one great way to get a lot more sales. You'll learn about that later. But I just want you to realize that. Take a look as well at the books in your niche or your field that you're interested in, and see what bestsellers lists are they on, or if they're on any bestsellers list. And that'll give you a feel for what categories you'll use when you're publishing your book. Okay?